Right, so anybody who knows me or follows my channel will be well aware that I'm completely obsessed with water. Rivers, the sea, lakes, canals, reservoirs, bit more especially rivers, and the most especially tiny rivers. The smaller and the more interesting it is for me, that sort of incredulity that these tiny little pools a few inches deep, sort of festooned with roots under the banks, can sort of hold some quite substantial fish. It just seems absolutely implausible and magical to me, and I think that's what holds me fascination on it.
Good evening, and it's back time again. Yeah, we've got to try a tiny stream, and this is the headwaters of my little local river. Absolutely tiny stream at the best of times. It doesn't look much at the moment, but believe it or not, that's with a little bit of extra water in. There's maybe an inch or so left in from a bit of a lift last night, which has put the main rivers up 2 or 3 feet. So this is where I am, meaning to get round to fishing this sometime. It's only a short walk from home, and this is it. Late August, so we should be seeing some insect life starting to recover from the August doldrums. And I'm going to try a couple of different methods. We're going to have a little spider nymph on, and we're going to try maybe a streamer at last light, and possibly, if I see the odd fish rising, I'm going to try a sedge. So dry fly, streamer and a nymph in the space of an hour and a half or so. Well, there's a fair old tree collapsed here and formed something of a backup pool here, which is quite interesting. There's now quite a deep hole in this little tiny stream, which could enhance its fish holding capabilities.
This particular one, I did a video a couple of years ago, I think around about this time of the year too, and I vowed to revisit, which I've only done a couple of times, which is strange since it's almost on my doorstep. It's like a 10-minute walk from home.
Oh no, that was a definite pull. Trouble is, a lot of tiny trout in here and they like lightning. So where we go with the squirmy. See what he can produce. Yes, it's got a tungsten bead on it, so it'll fish a lot deeper. Now I'm just watching for that slack straightening up, or a twitch. There we go. Oh, he's off, and that was an okay fish. Third attempt with this time a little sedge, a deer sedge. I'm just gonna plonk it across this little run into the pool here.
Now this little river can fish quite well late August and September, but you've got to have exactly the right conditions. You've got to have a little bit of runoff from recent rain. Not going to be too coloured, but it doesn't want to drop down to that low clear sort of standard summer condition, because it's almost like a sort of a bath sap at the head of the pools. There's so little flow in it.
Ah, we got it. Oh, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad fish. Oh, induced take on a sedge. Wow. Oh, I've tried that for a long time. I wonder if that's the same one that went for the worm. That's not bad. He's putting up a good fight, yeah. Yeah, not a bad fish at all. Well, that's quite something. That's a belter, really, for this little bag. He smoked himself. Yeah. That's, yeah, excellent. That we got. And what a fighter. So that is worth trying in the other pool, I think. Twitch sedge. Well, I've got to say, it's been quite tough going, really. I'm going to walk back to that earlier pool. This is jungle warfare, really, to get through here. But there's a lovely pool at the end that makes the trouble worthwhile. It's not really much of a wilderness when you can hear the main A6 at the top of the hill, but I love it. I'm so close to home.
It just feels like another world down here. It's so wild and unkempt. There's no footpath, you just have to battle your way through all the sort of fallen trees and brambles and nettles and balsam to get to these magical little pools.
Well, there it is. That's the falls pool and the rising trout. That's good. This is the place where in March I got the first trout of the season. Creep round. I don't like approaching a pool on a small river from upstream position, really, because the fish can see you. But that should be all right. So we'll start that way up, I think. A little bit of depth to this pool, so sort of place on a tiny river like this where you might hold a fish. And before I start, I'm going to put some more insect repellent on because these little bugs are draining the blood out of me. Right, so I'm going to have to sort of sit against this tree, I think. Looking upstream. Always an aggressive rise to the sedge. There we go. Oh, not such a bad trout. I'll keep hold of him. Marvellous hook. And again, second time. Sedge. Fish blind. Got him. And again, strong fighter. Not bad at all. Here he comes. I'm very happy with that. Good. Oh, this is trouble with the barbless hooks. Shed the hooks before you're ready for the photo. There he is. Oh, fish up. Hey, what's this? Ah, it's a perch. Oh, tiny little streamer. Oh, lovely. Lovely little perch. Bit of attitude. This is quite a difficult cast with all this undergrowth and trees. I'll get as near as I dare. Right, it's going to be a question of casting straight upstream, I think. Tiny bit of colour in the water just so that helps you out a bit presentation wise. Don't get any closer. Just under that rock there. Straight into the tree. Might have pulled out actually, but just can't quite get into that current, which is where it wants to be. Section. But before I go, I'm just going to try that little bend there, which I'm sure could provide something. Just try bow and arrow cast. That's better.
You have to break a few rules too. Maybe fly fishing certainly wouldn't be the most effective way to fish it. A little ultralight lure setup with soft plastics comes to mind. But there we are. I want to try the dry fly, so the 7-foot dry fly brook rod is going to serve me for fishing the dry fly, the squirmy wormy, and also a streamer.
Oh, there we go. Perch on the streamer. So the canal says the day. Good heavens, that's got a good grip of it. Tiny little thing, but plenty of attitude. I did see a bigger one down there as well, very tight towards the bank. And we've had a fish rising. Not very big. But there are a couple of fish out there, and I think that's more or less where I would have tried to fish blind, just that sort of central stream where the foam's coming through. Unless those are gas bubbles, I don't know. Difficult to say really. No, it's a fish. So this is the first time of the session casting to a rise. Oh! Now, that was a move to my fly, but I missed it. And it looked like a half decent fish. Getting little moves to squirmy, but I can't hit them so fast. Ah. There we go. That's another perch. Yeah, this time on the squirmy. There he is. Well, when all's said and done, not a bad session really. A hard month and a very hard little stream to fish. So it just shows a flexible approach and not get too stuck in a rut with what you think you're going to succeed with. Will pay dividends, and I've had a good bit of fun. A couple of nice trout, well, nice trout for there, and one or two stripies. Yeah, great fun. Okay, if you like the content, please subscribe and maybe give us a like, and with a bit of luck I will be very happy to have you on the next little fishing adventure. Yeah, so the next video was to have been Spate River fishing for sea trout, which has hit a bit of a bump in the road. Basically, I haven't managed to catch a sea trout yet from my local rivers, so there's hope yet. Another few weeks of the season to go, so watch out for that one. Okay, thanks very much. See you again on the next fishing adventure.